This video will show you how to enter a requisition into Banner. You'll begin by logging into ULink. Once logged into ULink, you'll go to the Budget and Finance tab on the left-hand side. You will then have a section for purchase requisitions. The first item is Purchase Requisition Entry. This will then bring up Banner Finance. This will be your user dashboard. You'll begin a new requisition by selecting Create Requisition. Banner will then pre-populate with the information assigned to your user ID. If you need to change your user ID to another person in your department, you would simply start typing in the box. All mandatory fields are denoted with an asterisk. Fill in all the mandatory fields. You can also select the calendar button to select a date. The transaction date will decide what fiscal year your purchase requisition will fall under. If entering a requisition in May for the following fiscal year, please put July 1 of that fiscal year. Public comments can include items such as your quote number, your state contract number, or any item that applies to the entire document. Private comment are comments only to be viewed by the purchasing office. Anything that you want to tell the purchasing office would be entered here. Items can include bid specifications attached. The chart of accounts will always be chart 1. The organization is the organization submitting the requisition. This is not what organization is paying for the procurement, only what is being requested. If the physics office is requesting to purchase something, this would then say physics. Your ship to location has a list of items already entered. If you need to change that, you would simply select the different item. If you have a ship to that needs to be added, you will need to contact the purchasing office to have that addition evaluated. The attention to can be a person's name in your department, a building or office number. As you can see, this is a mandatory field. After you've entered all mandatory information, you will select Next. Vendors. You will need to already have a vendor identification number. You will then either enter your vendor name or you will enter the C number that you've obtained by your vendor query. To process a vendor query, please follow the link on how to search for a vendor. You will then review all your selections and select the one with the correct address. If your vendor is not on the list, you will need to request your vendor be added. Please follow the instructions for how to add a vendor. After you've entered your vendor, you will select Next. For item entry, you will just begin typing your item number into the box. Select Add as New Item. Select your unit of measurement. This is how the price from the vendor is quoted. If it's for 1 year, 1 month, 1 each, you will select that from the drop down. As you can see, there are plenty of options. Enter your quantity and the unit cost. If you have a discount amount, that would be entered here. We are tax exempt. This should be left blank. Public comments are those that, again, will be printed on the purchase order, such as your item number, product description, or any additional information from the vendor that applies to that item. After every item, you will need to add accounting. Please do not add items with a description of C attached. Each item needs to be entered individually. Again, any item with an asterisk is mandatory. Your chart of accounts is always 1. You can either select to choose an index, by typing in the description, or by entering a number. If you choose an index, it will pre-fill these spaces. If you want to delete the index, you would just delete it. For your account, which is formerly the expenditure code, you will need to either enter the code or begin typing. All your purchase items should begin with the number 7. If you need to add multiple accounts, you can either choose to separate by dollar amount or by percentage. Select Split Accounting, and then you would enter your second account. Once your funding is green at 100%, that item is completed. If you need to add an additional item, you continue by typing the item in the item box and following the same steps. At this point, if you have any attachments include quotes, specifications, or vendor lists. you will select Attachments, Attach File, choose your file, your document type will always be Requisition. Select Upload. Your item is now attached. Once you have all your items listed, funding is at 100% for all items, and you've attached all files, you may submit Requisition. If you would like to view as a PDF prior to submitting, select this button. At this point, you can print, save as a PDF, or keep this for your records. Your requisition will now show in pending status on your dashboard.